The pavement on Brockbridge Road simply disappears.
I see no road, just water going over the entire road.
Some drivers chance it.
I'm gonna go for it.
Other drivers do a U-turn.
It looks like it's almost 2 feet of water. Really bad.
As the water rises,
I wouldn't take the chance. Wouldn't take the chance. You're putting your life in jeopardy.
a smaller vehicle takes that chance and gets stuck. 2 women and a toddler are inside. They open up the sunroof and shout for help. Minutes later, that help arrives. Rescuers suit up and spring into action. The first responders give life jackets to the women and carry the child as well to dry land.
No, I thought it was deeper, and when the car started flooding with water, I just was like, I just want to get my baby out.
As rescuers put away equipment, the driver gets checked out by paramedics as well. It's a lesson learned for everyone here.
You can never trust Mother Nature, that's for sure.
There is a sadness blanketing Baltimore.
Fernando Raleigh.
McKinley Williams, 53.
Kathy Coon, 63.
They're not statistics.
Alfonso Watson, she's 38 years old.
They're sons and daughters.
27-year-old Brandon West.
Brian DeShield, 47.
Homicide victims so far this year.
Reese Chester, 66.
Ronald Rice, he's 29 years old.
This is a city right here, got so much death.
Carlos Montgomery.
Stephanie Wisner, 29.
Markel Scott, age 19.
That's the bad part about it, it's kids. It's not the grown-ups, it's the kids is dying. The graveyard is more full of kids than us.
As of Monday morning, 151 homicides in Baltimore.
Bodymore.
There's a lot of kids that's out here in these streets that's going to gangs.
From out of the sadness, many offer solutions.
We need to get some more rec centers out here instead of building jails and stuff like that.
Don't do drugs, real.
It mess you up. What you doing. You gotta want better for yourself. You feel me? At the end of the day, you know right from wrong.
The majority of victims were fatally shot, but getting the guns off the streets is not easy.
This would never look like this, never.
Gregory Jones.
Anthony Long.
Powers.
Kathy Coon, 63.
Brandon West.
Alfonso Watson.
Brian DeShield.
Troy Horton.
Another young life, 30 years old.
In West Baltimore, Kathleen Cairns, Fox 45 News. A city sheriff's deputy is not always a welcome sight. But Donald Rubottom
Good to see you.
is different
How you doing this morning?
on these streets.
The uniform, we pay that no mind.
Well, take care.
He's a deputy
All right.
who delivers bad news in a good way.
He locked up?
Yeah, he locked up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of us. Yeah, he care a lot about the community.
Hey, well, y'all have a good one here. All right, gotta go finish working.
For years, he's been tracking down addresses in Southwest Baltimore and handing out court summons to strangers. A tough job he handles with dignity and compassion.
He got my vote if he ever run for office, that's for sure.
You should run for governor, too.
But delivering one civil summons led to a big surprise.
I asked the young man to get his mother. His mother came out. I placed the paperwork in her hand.
He nudged me saying, look at his nameplate.
She looked at my name tag and she asked me,
By the way, are you related to Daryl Rubottom?
I looked at her and I said, yes.
I don't know nobody else named Rubottom.
The next thing I know, she looks at her son and she says, say hi to your uncle.
Well, that's your nephew. You know what I mean? And he was like, wow. And then he was stunned for a second.
I was floored. I had to do a Michael Jackson moonwalk and take a step back in my uniform. I had to take, I just had to take a moment. Everything just stopped.
It's a moment when a mystery dating back 13 years starts to unravel.
My brother passed away in 2004. He was in a truck accident. After he passed away and we went through his personal belongings, we found this baby picture. And we didn't know whether this child was from Maryland, D.C., Delaware, Philadelphia, wherever. We just didn't know.
That one picture.
I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who his mother was.
It's haunted Donald and his mother for years.
We never could find out who this young man was.
I was happy to meet finally somebody on my father's side.
It went from professional to personal in a heartbeat.
God got ways, and he set this up for a reason.
Not only did I gain a friend, I found a nephew who was in my backyard after all of this time. Glad that we found each other.
Yeah. I'm glad too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna look up at you. I'm just looking in the chest.
The search ends, but the journey for Devin has just begun. A quest to discover more about one's DNA.
I can't wait to meet my grandmother.
Say hi to your grandmother.
Hey, grandma.
Oh, this is wonderful.
An embrace that erases lost time. It's a family reunion long overdue.
God is good.
Yes, he is.
In a home surrounded by family photos, this grandmother will now have to make room for one more.
God is so good.
It's where a young man discovers his heritage.
That's one of your brothers right there. That's Katri.
And finds happiness.
This is a blessing. This is a very good blessing.
In Baltimore,
You got family.
Kathleen Cairns, Fox 45 News.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
I love you.